mentally ill, totally mentally ill, directly mentally ill, spiritually disinclined. Fuck this bitch.
Hi Fathomers, hope you're having a lovely day girl. Yes, I've done many videos about fandom-based opinions and confessions, stuff like that, and those are all coming from obviously young people, like teenagers mostly, and most of them don't come from parents who watch the show, so I thought we should look at reviews from parents this time. For this I went on commonsensemedia.org. Girl, I don't wanna spoil nothing, but right off the bat I'm already seeing 1 and 2 star reviews. Let's see what these parents think. Let's start with the first one that popped up. 1 star. Watching Miraculous with my daughter made me realize a few things I missed when it first came out. For a kids show, it pushes someone's personal boundaries and in some cases normalizes assault. Not only that, but the main character is seen as a stalker who made a shrine for a boy she likes. That's not the representation we want children to see and idolize. Along with that, the logistics of the show don't make sense from a logical point of view. Oh, now I really wanted to see what parents think of Marinette's love/obsession with Adrian, since she is the MC and there's so much discourse between stans too. We've talked about this so much on this channel too, so I won't repeat myself, but it's low-key giving me second-hand embarrassment seeing parents bash Marinette and her Adrian shrine. Like, yes, it's weird as hell, but it was never that serious. Just tell your kid not to copy what they see in media and teach them your values yourself, since you're the parent. And now any kids show, like, people always forget that despite any bad messages, this show is for entertainment and never claimed to be educational. Like, I'll admit even I've ranted about the bad messages in the show and even made videos about it, but at the end of the day, with all its flaws or bad examples that are presented to the child audience, it's still just entertainment. Shit, if you raise a dumb kid with no values and let kids shows do it for you, that's your fault. Next, 2 stars. I think it's not that bad, but it has a bit too much romance and implied sexual innuendos to ever be considered a kids show, especially in the movie, which was a total abomination by the way. Also, love squares? How would that ever be in a kids show? I don't know where to start. What innuendos are we talking about? Me when I make shit up? No, because I don't think there are any innuendos. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, give us an example if you're gonna say this the fuck. And what's wrong with there being a love square? You're looking for problems that don't exist. I fear. 1 star. Not the Disney I used to know. Ooh, I can already smell the homophobia. What I thought was supposed to be a kids show on Disney turned out to be highly inappropriate. This is not the Disney I grew up watching. I do not appreciate the social agenda they are trying to push on our children. Social agenda as in what? My 4-year-old daughter loves the show. Being on Disney, I thought it was okay, thought it was cute, until I sat and watched it a little more closely. How did this pass as a kids show? It is so inappropriate. My daughter will not be allowed to watch ever again. Social agenda is crazy. This is so vague. You're not telling us anything. Either say what you're thinking or don't. For a palate cleanse, finally a positive 1, 5 stars. It has a very dark and dramatic storyline compared to a series that is shown as a girl series. However, most of her parents let their kids watch it. The love story of a girl and the consequences shown in season 4 are not that entertaining. I think kids shouldn't watch until they're at least 12. The damage caused by an obsessive man, whose wife has been in a coma for about a year, to the environment while trying to bring his wife, is really dark, especially in the 4th and 5th seasons. This series shows that although it is a good series, it also shows that it is a series that does not appeal to the little ones. And of course, it is necessary to be a little mature to understand exactly what happened in the episodes with the character of Felix in the series. It can be difficult for the little ones in terms of logic. Well, yes, Felix making them kids confused as hell. Mommy, what's a sentient monster? Why is he making people disappear? Shit, I'm surprised the last review didn't bring up mental illness being inappropriate for kids. 1 star again. Wrong type of girl hero story. Hate their body shape and skin tight clothes. Oh, we don't give a fuck. Nothing wrong with tight suits. Have you never seen a superhero show in your life before? Also, some of the superhero poses emphasize sexuality/beauty more than heroics. Oh, that's a crazy thing to say and post publicly. This is embarrassing for you. How are any of these poses sexual or focus on beauty? What are you saying? This is such an insane thing to say about kids in children's media. Girl, it's just a superhero pose. Who are you? The superhero pose police. How is them posing after transforming sexual? The fact that this person has kids and says this is concerning. Way too much stereotypical girl boy mindless drama. Girl I guess but you crazy. 1 star. The main character is a pervert. Okay, so, more MC bashing. Are you guys ready? When I was watching it I noticed the main character Marionette's creepy behavior. Who is Marionette and what show is she the main character in? Just kidding. Anyways, in one of the episodes she steals the other main character's phone and deletes messages, and faces no consequences but gets rewarded at the end of the episode. Also in one of the latest episodes Marionette breaks into Cat Noir's house and sniffs his pillow. What kind of a kids show is that? I'd understand it if it was comedy but it's not and it's creepy. Very bad role models no kids or teenagers should watch. I would love to respond but you said Marionette and that's one of my miraculous pet peeves. Motherfuckers saying the character's names wrong like Adrian, Marionette. Goodbye. Whatever good point you may have had doesn't matter to me if you say Marionette I dip. Also, let girls have hobbies. 2 stars. This show sure is an itch that you cannot scratch. The more time the main characters cannot tell their secret identities, the more it boils my skin. I waited patiently from season 1 to season 4, yet not even a single break that would calm my nerves. The show complicates everything. Even the slightest thing. I'm not even sure how the complicated things will affect the children's mind when they stand on familiar simple things only. Okay girl example, the more time I spent watching the show, the more I realized I'm just wasting my time. I cannot tolerate the main concept of the show anymore, which is the elusive love life for the main characters. Well, that's why they got the other concept of Adrian's messy family history period. I kept hoping they'd eventually reveal it already, but every hope I get is crushed slowly. The show works wonders in you, and then it destroys it inside you. I'm so angry at the show that I'm willing to rant here and waste my time since my time has already been wasted watching that insignificant show. That's all. Have fun watching the lousy kid series. Found this read. Miraculous. This mother ended you. 1 star. Inappropriate and boring. Sorry, Miraculous fans. My kids are banned. The skin-tight suits on the superheroes are inappropriate, but I can overlook that in a cartoon if there are good messages. Just last week I sat down to watch an episode with my 8 and 10-year-old and it was a huge letdown. A bad guy possesses innocent people with evil butterflies. The main character is very obsessive over boys, and the ladybug girl's transformation view zoomed in on her posterior. This proves to me that the creators of this cartoon are not paying attention to younger, 11 and under audiences. If you have a child under the age of 11, I suggest you show them something a little more slow-paced, something like Baby First for children under the age of 5. For children ages 6 to 11, I recommend something like Nick Jr. or Disney Jr. or something like that. We changed the channel. I think this show is fine for ages 11 and up. 1 star. Another one bites the dust. The first couple seasons were harmless. My 6 and 8-year-old would watch them and not really catch on the romance bit of it. Literally how? As the seasons went on, especially the newer ones, it's very obvious of the same-sex couples. Oh brother, this guy stinks. The last couple seasons are filled with a lot more romance and it just weird and unnecessary. Why is it weird and unnecessary, Susan? I don't understand the point of that. The kids watching this show are under 10 years old. Why else would there be costumes and dolls for them to play with? Doll collector exists anyway. How you dumb and homophobic. Sounds like they need to reevaluate who the show is actually for. And you need to reevaluate why you became a parent in the first place if you think cutesy teenage couples and kids shows are weird. Summary: first couple of seasons are okay. Anything after that has too much romance in it, and then went woke. Oh, I was waiting for you to say that word. So sad. It was actually a good show.
Martin Luther King! Hey, Martin Luther King, shout out to Big Bro. If it wasn't for Big Bro, I wouldn't be rapping though. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be here rapping this shit, trapping this shit, stealing shit for my family and shit. Can't forget about Malcolm X and Rosa Parks. I feel like we made it out the park, but it don't matter.
Nah, I'm grilling your ass, Miss Thing. 1 star. This show is terrible. There's too much dark themes, and too much inappropriate themes. Much is used for uncountable things, themes you can count however. So you're dumb too. Okay. Not recommended for children under 13. Girl, why are you yelling? Yeah, well, I swear I didn't even sort this by lowest rated. These are just the ones popping up. Also, some of these parents can't spell for shit. I hope you all don't homeschool your kids and teach them yourself. Foul. 1 star. Horriblest show ever. Exactly what I just said, girl. Who the fuck says horriblest? We normal people just say most horrible. It's a very stupid show with way too much love in it, and like the girl characters act horribly and wear clothes that make me feel really uncomfortable. 1. Too much love? Even love bothers you all now? What is that? It's not even teaching any good behaviors. The characters overreact way too much. They also don't even care for their family or education. All they care is about fashion, love, and rewards. I mean, fashion is part of the main character's education. She literally wants to be a designer, so I hate this so much that this show should be banned. Banned from what? MLB has always been that girl and she always will be. I fear. Parents on this website learn to spell challenge. Girl, maybe you should focus on your education instead of worrying about fictional characters you don't even know how to spell. Uncomfortable. Shit, blame Fu for having these kids focus less on education and more on shit that they shouldn't even have as a weight on them in the first place. 3 stars. Talking about boys, lots of kissing. This title has too much violence, too much sex, too much drinking, drugs, smoking. Hello? Yeah, well, I've seen so many reviews saying too much sex, and I'm just wondering where the fuck they saw that. Girl, if you saw any of that on your TV, I don't think you were watching MLB. Like you did. You see doing drugs and miraculous. Foul. Well, Emily, I guess. But hell, she didn't sniff nothing on screen. So, all jokes aside, why do they lie like that on the show's content? You all need to get sued. I fear. 4 stars. I love this show, but this is dragging out way too long. The writers are racist and rude to fans, but the show is okay. Help, even the parents know the creators are dicky. This is crazy. Clock their tea. 5 stars. Amazing. 10 out of 10. This show saved cartoons for me. Growing up, shows like Scooby-Doo and Dora were in the TV and I actually learned something. The show nowadays have gibbergable and are literal singing nursery rhymes. No shade to Cocomelon. This show actual helps kids solve real-world problems and how to be nice to people. I understand some people don't like the curator Chloe because of her mean attitude that never seems to change, but you have to understand. If you watch the series long enough, it's about her parents who made her this way. I doesn't help that her dad is rich and her mom don't want to see her. Acting out is a way of her getting the attention she doesn't have at home. Even though from episode to episode Chloe is the main cause of the problem, the series makes curator still nice to her and make a better kid. I have a 3-year-old brother who loves watching this show with me. I think it's great that I know he's learning something out of a TV show. When we all grew up, we encountered that one mean kid, and if I'm honest, I was mean back, but now I wonder if I was nicer, would that have changed that person's day? So happy for you, but this saved cartoons for you, girl. Maybe watch more cartoons because, anyways, happy for you though. Love how the next review right after this one says the opposite. 2 stars. No good messages. Would not recommend for kids of any age. It's entertaining, but the role models are horrible. Bullying is displayed many times. This show should not be watched unless you're prepared and conscious that this show has characters that are basic and uninteresting and should not be impersonated. Classism is also displayed in a minor way. Bad messages in general. Girl, why the 2 stars then? 3 stars. I'm okay with most shows, but this is just number. I won't even let my kids watch it anymore. Here's my review. Violence. Some, but not a big concern. Windows are broken, and people are taken over by evil butterflies. I wanna say something on that, but I wanna see what the other offenses are first. Language. Nothing to worry about. Maybe an occasional dumb. Drinking, drugs, and smoking. None. Oh, so whatever happened to the drugs and the smoking from that other review? Who was concerned about the amount of that in the show? Consumerism. None. Girl, the alliance rings? My only concern. Oh, of course. Where the fuck are you all getting that from? During the scene where they transform, the camera zooms into Ladybug's backside, and then she lifts her leg up and we see her area.
Hey, Martin Luther King, shout out to Big Bro. If it wasn't for Big Bro, I wouldn't be rapping though. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be here rapping this shit, trapping this shit, stealing shit for my family and shit. Can't forget about Malcolm X and Rosa Parks. I feel like we rated out the park, but it don't matter because I'm Martin Luther King, and they got a drink.
Oh, wow, you're right, lifting your leg up is so inappropriate. What the hell? What's wrong with lifting your leg? Are you okay in the head? What are you all teaching your kids? Chloe is obsessed with Adrian, and hugs him often. Okay, and? It is clear that Marinette cares more about boys than herself. Wait, why did she clock her? In one episode, She leaves her kid with another person and goes to photo shoot with Adrian. Although, I have to admit I was as boy obsessed as Marinette as she was at that age. Overall, not too bad, but will not be watching in my house. Yeah, all this is insane. What are you saying? You can't just claim there's in the show and then say, oh, this kid lifted her leg as part of the transformation choreo or whatever. And there's hugs in the show too. Are these imps sexualizing hugs now? Fuck am I reading? Some of these are worse than any confessions I've ever read from actual stands, to be honest. Like, I didn't think my last confessions video could be topped by even worse takes, but these parents don't know what they're talking about. I'm screaming. If this person saw Kazuha lifting her leg up in every Les Seraphim choreo, they'd be freaking out. Oh no, leg lift inappropriate content. We need to keep you away from kids' ballet classes. 1 star. It poisons your mind. This show is downright horrible. You want to watch good superhero movies, then watch something like Spider-Man, but not this. This is just plain horrible. My 2 youngest sisters love it, and I have no idea why. It is so repetitive. The main character goes stalking her crush. Someone gets mad and throws a fit like a toddler, though they are in high school and some are even adults. The youngest one to throw a fit was 10. Well, no, the youngest was a baby, but go off. Then the bad guy posses them with an evil butterfly. And then the tantrum thrower becomes evil and the main character becomes a superhero, and so does her crush. And when they are superhero, they do not recognize each other, even though it is obvious because they just cover the area around their eyes. There is hardly any difference, and the main character thinks he is annoying, because she does not know he is her crush, and they save the day. She goes back to stalking her crush. The end until the next episode, which is 20 more minutes of torture. Do not watch this unless you want your children to become like her. It is terrible, and trust me, you do not want a bunch of miraculous in your house, unless you want to die of insanity.
I'm not trying to laugh, y'all know. It's not funny, stop laughing.
A bunch of what? Yeah, no, I think a very small child wrote this. This doesn't sound like it was written by anyone over the age of 10, so moving on. 2 younger sisters? Baby, this is the parents' reviews category, not the kids one. This next one is so funny. Wait. 1 star. Not impressed. At first I really liked the show and thought it was cute. But as I kept watching, random scenes all added up. A girl kissing a girl just on the cheek, but I feel this subject is best left to parents and not cartoons to teach. When did cartoons start kissing? There were many other questionable parts as well. Zooming in on Ladybug's butt when she changed into Ladybug. Girl, when? If you were looking at that, that's on you. Everybody got an ass. Were you born yesterday? My kids aren't watching it any longer either. I do not like cartoon makers slipping adult themes into children cartoons. Baby, how is a cheek kiss adult themes? I feel like most of these reviews would be classified as rage bait, but knowing they were written by actual parents, this is concerning. Why are so many of these saying it's too sexualized, and the sexualization in question is a cheek kiss, or a superhero pose after the transformation sequence? Like, by these people are delusional. Yeah, all are parents? No, kids should be around you if you think a cheek kiss or gay people are quote-unquote mature themes. 1 star. Phonemic character. Okay, I reviewed some of the posts, but I will like to know if any parent can give me a quick review of who is the Phoenix character. My daughter lately has been writing about this character, and I am a bit concerned as I think this character is a bit dark for my taste. And honestly, I'm concerned with her constant dark themes on her stories. She is 13 years old and a girl who normally would be scared of midly scary images. But lately she been showing me 2 creepy images that I am quite surprised that she is not scared anymore. Please help. I have no idea what any of that means or has to do with this show, but I hope you feel better. That's all for today for my sanity. What did we learn today? Parents on this website think miraculous is bad because heroes posing after transforming focus on beauty and sexuality instead of heroism, whatever that means. And obviously bad for kids because LGBT. Oh no, our kids will see a cutesy confession between 2 14-year-old girls. Oh no, the woke is coming. We are so scared. Girl, by some of these were concerning. Like, what do you mean you don't recommend it because there's too much smoking and sex? What miraculous Ladybug show did you watch? I wanted to read some parents' reviews from the London special, but I couldn't find any, so too bad. Like, if they think the main show with all the episodes they've probably seen is too dark, imagine them seeing the London special. Foul. Like and comment or whatever.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry! What have I done? I'm so sorry!
I can't feel my kid.
Crap! I have the tiger sting like the bee, guys. I have bad nerves. I'm so sorry. Feel better, okay?